New York is the largest city in the United States and is one of the most diverse cities in the world. New York City is known for its iconic landmarks and attractions such as the Statue of Liberty, Central Park, Times Square and the Empire State Building. It is also home to a number of world-class museums, theatres and restaurants. The city is a major cultural, financial and commercial centre and is home to many of the world's leading businesses and organisations. I was fortunate to live in New York a few years back, so I got a really good feel for this city. With some good planning, it is possible to see a lot of New York in one day. I suggest that you start your day in Lower Manhattan. From Battery Park, you can take a 15 to 20 minute ferry ride out to Liberty Island to see the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty is a world-famous symbol of freedom and democracy. It was a gift to the United States from the people of France, given in honour of the 100th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. The statue is made of copper and stands 305 feet tall, including its pedestal. It depicts a woman holding a torch in her right hand and a tablet in her left hand, representing enlightenment and knowledge. The statue has become an iconic symbol of the United States and is one of the top tourist destinations in New York. Take your time to walk around Liberty Island. It offers fantastic views of Lower Manhattan and it's a great place to grab a bite to eat and to stock up on some souvenirs. The ferry returns via Ellis Island. The first time I went to the Statue of Liberty, I was going to give Ellis Island a miss. I am so glad that I didn't. I now stop here every time. Ellis Island is a small island located in New York Harbour that served as a federal immigration station from 1892 to 1954. During its operation, Ellis Island processed over 12 million immigrants to the United States, making it one of the most important places in the history of American immigration. The main building on Ellis Island serves as a museum dedicated to the history of immigration to the United States. Visitors to the museum learn about the experiences of the immigrants, see exhibits in the history of immigration, and view the original registration area where they were processed. It is amazing the amount of history and personal stories that are on display in this museum. A short walk from Battery Park is the 9/11 Memorial. The 9/11 Memorial is a tribute to the nearly 3,000 people who lost their lives in the terrorist attacks on September 11, 2001, as well as the 6 people who died in the World Trade Center bombings in 1993. It is located at the site of the former World Trade Center in Lower Manhattan. The 9/11 Memorial consists of 2 pools, each about an acre in size, that are located on the footprints of the original Twin Towers. The pools are surrounded by bronze panels inscribed with the names of the victims. The memorial also includes a museum that contains artefacts from the attacks, as well as interactive exhibits and multimedia displays that tell the story of 9/11. The 9/11 Memorial is open to the public every day of the year and is free to visit. The museum is open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and requires a ticket for entry. You can purchase tickets in advance online or from the museum's front desk. Brooklyn Bridge is a few blocks across from the 9/11 Memorial. Brooklyn Bridge spans the East River and connects the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn. The bridge is a popular spot for walking, biking and taking in the views of the city. It is also a popular location for photographers and filmmakers. Love locks, also known as love padlocks, are a phenomenon where couples write their names or initials on a padlock, attach it to the bridge or other public structure and throw the key into the water as a symbol of their everlasting love. The placement of love locks on the Brooklyn Bridge has been controversial, as they have caused damage to the bridge's structure, and the city has now taken steps to remove the love locks from the bridge. The practice is now discouraged. From here, I suggest that you jump on a train that will take you further uptown. Of course, you can walk, but Manhattan is a large city and the subway will save your legs and plenty of time. Jump off the train at 34th Street and visit the Empire State Building. The Empire State Building is a 102-storey Art Deco skyscraper located in Midtown Manhattan. At the time of its completion, it was the tallest building in the world, a title held for nearly 40 years. To visit the Empire State Building, you can purchase tickets in advance online or in person at the ticket office located on the 34th Street side of the building. There are several ticket options available, including tickets to the 86th floor observation deck, tickets that include a guided tour, and tickets to the 102nd floor observation deck. The 86th floor observation deck is open 365 days a year, while the 102nd floor observation deck is only open on certain days and during certain hours. From either level, you will enjoy views of the city in all directions. It's a good idea to plan your visit to the Empire State Building well in advance, as tickets do sell out, especially during peak tourist seasons. It's also a good idea to dress appropriately for the weather, as the observation decks are outdoor spaces and they can be very cold or windy. Many visitors to New York City will choose to visit the Rockefeller Center instead of the Empire State Building. The Rockefeller Center is a little further uptown and offers equally as good views of Manhattan. It's a little cheaper and sometimes the queues are not quite as long, but I still suggest that you book well in advance. From either building, you will now need to walk north along 5th Avenue to Central Park. Central Park is one of the most visited urban parks in the United States, with an estimated 37.5 million visitors each year. Central Park is home to a variety of attractions including playgrounds, sports facilities, fountains, statues and monuments. It also has several ponds and lakes, as well as a small zoo and an ice skating rink. The park is a popular spot for recreational activities such as walking, running, cycling and picnicking. It is also a popular location for concerts and other events. Central Park is open to the public every day of the year and is free to visit. From Central Park, I will return downtown towards Times Square. Here you can grab a bite to eat, see a show or do some serious shopping. Times Square is a bustling commercial intersection and entertainment district in Midtown Manhattan. It is located at the junction of Broadway and 7th Avenue and is known for its bright lights, billboards and bustling crowds. Times Square is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world, with an estimated 50 million visitors each year. Times Square is open to the public 24 hours a day and people gather here en masse throughout the year. It is the site of several major events, including New Year's Eve, when a large ball drop takes place at midnight. That wraps up my one day in New York tour. Please look out for future videos on things to see and do when you have more time in New York.